Welcome to another video. In today's video, we're gonna be going through some technical analysis on BONK Coin, Pepe coin, and as well the new kid on the block, COQ Inu. It's gonna be more like a short-term price action technical analysis just to see what we can expect in the short term for these coins here, guys. So if you do enjoy this type of content, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And as well, check out FairDesk if you guys wanna copy my trades, follow my trades, make some gains passively. I do day trade daily here. I don't use so much money trading on this copy trading account so that everyone can follow me. As you can see here, only $5,000 so everyone can follow. And to follow, you just need to create an account with FairDesk. You don't need no KYC, no VPN to join, and you can search by my name, Zack Ventura, and you can follow me here and make some gains passively. Anyways, guys, we gotta get started with the video here, and we're gonna start first with BONK Coin. Now what we see with BONK Coin here, guys, is now I've seen on yesterday's video some comments with people that are still at losses here and they're wondering if they should sell or you should buy. Now, as I've been expecting, a lot of people diamond-handed BONK Coin here on this drop around these levels here, and BONK Coin did not stop dropping. So what to do here, guys? What's the next logical step here? As I said, guys, now BONK Coin is down around 66% now. Now it's been down yesterday almost 70%, but we've seen it now recovering, as we've seen Bitcoin as well recovering, which I'm gonna go back to that point as well with Bitcoin here, which is very important. Now the thing with BONK Coin, guys, when something drops 70%, you're pretty much at the low of the lows. Now we could still see it drop 80%. One more thing that shows that possibly here BONK Coin is at support is that fixed range tool. Now here, guys, this tool just shows you where most of the volume is, and usually this yellow line that you see here, which is the point of control, does provide a good support. Now we can see that BONK Coin is right at it right now, and it seems like, in my opinion, guys, it looks like it might provide some short-term support, and we could still see a pump from that going forward on BONK Coin. Now the most important thing that we want to see here is that we need BONK Coin to break above or break out from this downtrend. Now as soon as this happens, we could say that possibly BONK Coin has finished that dump and we are out of the woods, and we could still see another push up on BONK Coin, possibly a new high, a new all-time high. But just to keep things clear, for those that are overexposed and you are really fearful right now and you feel like you made a mistake, now as soon as this thing comes back to your entry and you are finally in profits, you want to cut off that trade so you can start a new trade with a better mindset, with a more stable emotional state, and you can as well learn from your mistakes and never buy tops or overhyped coins and look for those that are still on their early stages. Anyways, I do think the main important thing here is that I do think BONK Coin is either way getting closer to a support. Even if we see it still dropping, I do think now in 2024 overall, guys, in 2024 we are headed toward a bull market. Now today we've seen many things pumping, and some few coins that I've mentioned on my Discord that are making 3x's today, like Apex. And you can as well join my Discord, link in the description. I share a lot of coins there. You can, guys, join in for free. Now it feels like the market is coming back today. Now we are heading towards that Bitcoin ETF this week or next week, and the answer is getting closer and closer that we can see an answer. Now there are two things that could happen. If Bitcoin drops, we could still see BONK Coin dropping. Now I do think the last level of support would be here, and that would be that 80% overall drop from the highs, which we've seen the same thing with Shiba Inu and Pepe coin. Usually that's what happens, around 80%, 85%. Shiba Inu dropped even further, around 90, almost close to 90%, but then we've seen it pulling off at 10x. Now this whole thing just means that we basically have three levels of support below us on BONK Coin, and we don't know which one is gonna be the one that's gonna finally send BONK Coin to new highs. Now this just means that if you are at losses, all you can do right now is hold and wait for it to come back at your entry level, or just simply diamond-handed till you see new highs. I do think BONK Coin is one of these top meme coins right now. It's listed on major exchanges, so, and we're still early on a bull market. These are all good things for BONK Coin going ahead in the future. Now for the short term, if we do break this trend line, we could expect a pump towards either the previous high or somewhere here around value area area high on that fixed range tool, which is gonna be around that 20. Now that's it for BONK Coin, and now we're gonna go through some Pepe coin. Now you can see here, guys, Pepe coin overall, since it got listed on Binance, it dropped around 82%, and then it's seen a rally of 100%, then another drop. But these were different market conditions back then. We were not still on that full-blown euphoric market that we are having right now, and we can see now Pepe coin is recovering from that huge dip or that summer lows that we had last year, where everyone was again bearish and the market overall was bearish. But right now here, guys, things are looking different. Now, as I said on my yesterday's video, 2024 is probably a year where we're gonna see a bull market. Things are gonna skyrocket, and no matter what people are gonna tell you on the fears and everything that's gonna happen, we are officially in a bull market now. With Pepe coin, we have a simple chart. Now here, Pepe coin is in some sort of a range. Now we can see this range here, which is some sort of a range. Now it seems like this whole thing looks like an accumulation going on Pepe coin. Now this means, guys, if we do break out from here, that's gonna be it, and that's gonna be the start of the rally on Pepe coin. But I do think that this is getting closer. It's gonna happen sooner than expected. Now we can see Pepe coin, since it got listed on Binance, now has been going sideways overall for almost 244 days. So a pump is pretty much due on Pepe coin, and we could see it rallying very soon. Now especially we have, guys, the Bitcoin ETF. Now as soon as this gonna end, we have the ETH ETF, Ethereum ETF. Now a lot of people are forgetting about this, but this is basically the second biggest news in the crypto space is the Ethereum ETF, and Pepe coin is on that ETH chain and is that top meme coin on the ETH chain, and we are suspecting that team, that Ethereum blockchain mafia, is the one behind Pepe coin, and they could pump the shit out of that Pepe coin, and that's what we are forgetting. And as soon as Bitcoin ETF is gonna be over with, we're gonna see Ethereum ETF coming in the picture again, and people talking about it and being bullish about it, and everyone is gonna be, what is the best meme coin on ETH? We need to get on there before it's too late and all that stuff. So it's gonna be probably Pepe coin, as it is already listed on major exchanges. No fear of dumps or anything like that. The team already dumped here, so basically there is no more roadblocks here ahead for Pepe coin. But we're gonna do as well some short-term price action, some short-term technical analysis on Pepe coin, and Pepe coin is an OG for following those VWAPs. Now VWAPs here, we can see this orange line is being a pretty nice indicator going on Pepe coin. Here was a support, here a resistance, and now we broke above it here, but we are now below it again, which is unfortunate. But what we can see here happening is a huge wick on Pepe coin, since we've seen that Bitcoin dropping with yesterday's news that the Bitcoin ETF is not gonna be approved. Now the market got freaked out, and we've seen Pepe coin going back towards that 10 level. Now if you remember my previous Pepe coin videos, I always told you that this 10 level on Pepe coin seems to be a strong level, and it shows still that it is a strong level. Now there is one concern with Pepe coin. Now if Bitcoin drops, now if we see that sell the news kind of thing going on or playing out, as soon as we see that Bitcoin ETF, now that's the same thing as I said with BONK. BONK could drop still, and also Pepe coin is not indifferent from that either. And there is one thing that is concerning with Pepe coin here, is that possible double top. Now I'm not gonna lie, this could be a possible double top, and this would bring basically Pepe coin down toward these lows. Now for those that are holding Pepe coin for the long term, that should not concern you. As I said, now this whole thing here, this whole range seems to be an accumulation phase where we could just keep doing this until we see the breakout. The same thing that happened with Shiba Inu, and as soon as we get a strong bull market, and as well if this happens and we see that dip, this possibly gonna be the last one, guys, the last dip to see. And this would happen only if Bitcoin drops toward that 30k, 31k or 34k. We could see that happening. But if we do see a drop, I am bullish on Pepe coin long term, and I do think this is gonna be a big player in the bull market. So keep in mind these levels here on Pepe coin. That could be a possible place here that we could see Pepe coin coming back to that 84 level. And as soon as we break out from here, guys, that's it. It's gonna be too late, and unfortunately a lot of people are gonna come in again late on Pepe coin, and then are gonna start asking, should we get some Pepe coin? Now I'm just saying, guys, that's the way you should be playing the markets. You should be looking at things when they are dropping and thinking to buy the dips and stuff like that. And when you see things that are topping off and a lot of people wants to buy, like back then with Pepe coin and BONK coin, you should be more cautious. But when things are here, you should be more interested into thinking what could happen here, into thinking maybe we should get into it before the next leg up. Now, as usual, this is not financial advice. This is just what I am thinking, and in my experience, in my day trading experience, guys, that's usually what we see in this accumulation ranges with the bull market, with everything going on, usually break out. So that's when it comes to that Pepe coin. Now back to COQ, guys. Now COQ, for those that do not know, is as well a meme coin on that AVAX chain, and it recently got introduced to us and got listed on major exchanges like Bybit. And it seemed to be that it could be the next BONK coin. If you've been following my recent videos, I told you guys that COQ could be the next BONK coin, and it is holding like a champ right now at $110 million market cap. Now I've been waiting for it to drop a little bit further, but I didn't. But since we've seen it last time back down here a few days ago, I got some when we got towards this point of control, but now we just bounced again from it. I got some back here, and now guys, here I do think COQ is somewhat at a support, although I did not accumulate as much as I want, and I am sad to say that we are at support, or we just bounced off support, and we could see it rally from here, as I wanted it to drop at least to that $50 million market cap and get even more. But it seems like COQ Inu is ready to bounce, guys. Now that's what the charts are saying, that COQ could be bouncing. Now this is a very bullish thing when you draw that fixed range tool, and it shows you that the point of control is at the lows here. That shows a lot of volume here. A lot of people are buying the lows. They are not letting this thing go down, and this means as well, guys, that we could break this downtrend we see here, and we could see possibly COQ going for some rally. And especially recently we've seen at Avalanche Foundation looking to buy some meme coins. I do think we could see maybe COQ doing some major pumps in the near future. Now it still could range for a while. Even if it breaks out from here, we could still come back to retest these levels here, but for now the charts are saying this could possibly pump from here. And now guys, of course, this whole thing depends on Bitcoin. Now if Bitcoin pumps from here, everything else will pump. If Bitcoin drops from here, it's gonna be a bit tough to see any upside. But Bitcoin does not seem like it wants to drop now. Bitcoin is still going. Now it's shrugging that FOD like it's nothing. Now, and whenever we see any bad news, we see a quick drop, but then a recovery all the time. Now, even, and this as well happened with that Binance CEO getting charged, CZ getting charged. We've seen a drop, which was around here, and we've seen still Bitcoin shrugging it off, and we've seen some sort of a slow uptrend and then a rally again. And I do think the same thing is happening still. I don't think Bitcoin is yet done. Could still see some upside on Bitcoin, which still shows that we are gonna have possibly a bullish January going here on the crypto space. Anyways, guys, we are gonna wrap it up here, and as usual, nothing is financial advice. And don't forget to check out that copy trading account. You can follow, make some gains passively. Actually, now the position just closed, just made $133 right now, and I'm gonna take another trade now as soon as I get done with this video. And for those that don't understand, now whenever I close a trade, that means I have followers, and those that copy my trades, they automatically follow my trades, and as well their trades just get closed and they made profits. If I made profits, they as well made profits now. And as you can see here, guys, my 90 days track record on that copy trading is just been going up. Last 90 days overall growth of that account is plus 26%. That means the copiers or the followers as well had their account growing around 26%. Anyways, I'll leave you the link in the description for those that are interested. You can as well trade derivatives on this platform or on this exchange. You don't need no KYC, you don't need to use a VPN or anything like that. And I want to thank you so much, guys, for hanging around here today, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.